It's simple for...
This is simple.
Hello everyone, it's your girl Arrtx, and for today's video I will be drawing in a draw with me with my Arrtx markers. I'm so excited. I haven't used these in a minute. I'll be using yellow, blue, red, and a pretty lime green that is probably one of my favorite greens there. I am so happy that you guys are joining me for my drawing with me today. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you are new, welcome. And if you are not new, welcome back to the channel. Enjoy the lo-fi, some commentary, and I will see you in a bit. Guess who's back, you guys? Yes, it is me, the host of the show. Oh my gosh, when it came to this drawing, you guys, I had fun. Like, I've been drawing, of course, and having fun with my drawings in this video, but there's a difference between drawing because you want to and drawing because you have to. And with this drawing, of course, I'm drawing because I need to be posting on here, and it was just kind of I need to post. But then when I kept drawing and I kind of got into the groove of it more, I was like, you know what, this is actually like my drawing, you know? I haven't drawn in a very long time regarding this drawing. I'm currently working on a small kind of sketchbook that's a composition book that's landscape sized. So recently I have been drawing, but at the time that I was drawing this, which was I think a month ago, I was doing a whole bunch of exams, whole bunch of assignments for classes. I'm literally, I think, recording this voiceover the second to last day before I am officially done with my classes. And summer is coming. I have a couple summer classes I gotta do, but it is basically just me and the sun. And I am trying to plan on drawing and a couple of other projects that I'm working on personally. But when it came to drawing for this video, I was like, I don't know what to draw. So I just drew what my head told me to. And this is kind of the results of that. The boxes, I will say, are to help me categorize what I want to put in the drawing while also just kind of keeping organization. I didn't know if I wanted to start on the left side or the right side of the page, and if I didn't know if it would, have that floating head syndrome thing that I always do sometimes with my drawings, or most artists do. So yeah, I kept it in the boxes and I drew what came to me when it came to the shapes of these boxes and the way that the corners were rounded and everything. Plus, I love using colorful ink pens, so I was very happy using these along with my art markers, and as well as watching one of my favorite YouTubers as well when drawing too, when he was doing a video synopsis on, I think, the trilogies of Despicable Me because he quite genuinely did not want to talk about the fourth movie, which understandably so. But even when I was drawing this little dude here, it was not planned. I didn't have a plan for these drawings, and sometimes you just gotta go in without a plan, and it actually comes out pretty good. What is up, you guys? Back again with another piece of dialect for you guys. Looking at this drawing and as I'm editing, I am realizing that I use a lot of pen. Like, I use a lot of pen, a lot of ink, a lot of things that are hard to erase. I used to use pencils a lot, and don't get me wrong, I still sometimes use color pencils depending on saturation. But I've really gone more into my ink works and my line art. Most of the time when people ask me what I start with, I just immediately go in. The way I just drew this apple core right here shows exactly what I'm talking about, of me not doing any line art. I don't do any tracing first, any sketching. I just kind of go in with a lot of the drawings that I do. Sometimes I sketch, but sometimes it just doesn't seem necessary. You know, you just go in head first, and 9 times out of 10 it's going to come out the way that you want it, as long as you're not too stressed about it. And especially in this drawing, I was really trying to relax. So I was drawing anything that came to mind and anything that helped me relax at this point, other than my video that I'm watching about the basic talking and direction of the Despicable Me movies. So but even with that, just having something to watch or listen to, sometimes I draw with music and sometimes I draw with movies, so it kind of depends on what your aspect is and what you can handle in order to stay focused. Of course, I'm drawing while watching this video, but I'm also paying attention. And even when I have music, it may be hard to pay attention because, you know, if Michael Jackson comes on, I'm gonna dance. But when it comes to me doing it with a certain type of music, even sometimes that doesn't have lyrics, it helps me kind of explore what I want within myself and within my art. And sometimes it's really nice seeing what comes out on paper. And sometimes it's tough seeing what comes out on paper, like this worm. Not that I didn't like the worm, of course. Not all art is beautiful. Some of it is ugly. And when I drew this worm, it was definitely not one of the beautiful ones. But as I say, not all art needs to be beautiful, because hey, it's still art. it is finally time for colors. Now, of course, you may be thinking, Atalia, why didn't you make the apple red? Because I don't have to. Because this is my drawing. And because I didn't want a red apple. Next question. The reason why I'm doing the boxes instead of the things inside of them is because I realized I have never actually drawn the outside of a piece or even like a border. I've done borders for digital art, of course, but physical art, it is very rare that I actually do like a border or I just color the inside of something. So I was like, oh, yeah, let's color code and color the inside. Let's color code and color the inside. Even you'll see there's like a couple of spaces that are left white, and a couple of spaces that are like not colored in all the way. That is perfectly okay. I don't need this to be colored every single crevice, portion, whatever. I just need it to look like it is at least semi-filled, and I also just would like the color in it. My favorite thing about Arrtx markers is because they are so pigmented, you cannot not see the colors. And the saturation is also just so beautiful on these markers. It's so buttery smooth. I've gotten comments about these markers on my TikToks and even my art videos for my Instagram, and it was like so surprising that a lot of people expected me to say that these markers were very scratchy. Of course, I've worked with Crayola, I've worked with oil pastels, different types of paints, acrylic paints, and everything. I just thought it was kind of like weird that a lot of people were saying it was scratchy, but for me, it was super duper smooth. Even when it comes to layering, majority of the time it goes on smooth. So I highly recommend these markers. I got mine on Amazon. They're very easy to find, just Arrtx markers. They are slightly expensive. I will not sugarcoat it for you guys. I have noticed that when it comes to art supplies and the artist YouTuber community, for some reason prices are normally not brought up, or at least the extended of prices. So I will say it's a little pricey, and I got these as a gift, so yeah, but I will say they are worth it. And I got the big 2-section box. Otherwise, if you're going for a small one, that is also perfectly fine, but I got the basic kit that was like $20 something. So it comes with a whole bunch of colors, and it is so very, very worth it. Like, look at these colors, they're so just they're gorgeous, so beautiful. Also, yes, I switched that blue to an orange because I thought it would look better with the color combo. And as we begin the signature to end off this video, you guys, I love you guys so much for getting me past 700 subscribers on this account. I know to some people that may not seem like a lot, but for me, it at least is something. I love this drawing. It helped me relax, helped me get back to drawing in general, just from all the exams and homework that I've been taking over the semester. Speaking of the semester, I have a couple videos coming out to show you what I had been doing and why I was away for almost 2 months. It does not include drawing, but these colors, oh my god, beautiful. But the project that I do have to show you does involve a little ceramics, a little clay, a little here and there. Yes, I did get my nails dirty. I love you guys so much, and please stay tuned for the videos that are coming up. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye bye.